Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started on today's video, I just want to say a sincere thank you to everybody who has got involved in the channel since its inception. We haven't even been going a month yet and we've already got 50 subscribers, which means the world to me, and there's been a bunch of lovely comments on some of the videos as well, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much for supporting me. This has been a real passion project of mine that I've been wanting to do for many years, so I'm glad that it has received such a warm reception. Now in today's video we are going to be talking about masks. Now over the years I have collected quite a few masks and we are going to be talking about those masks today, and also of course we're going to be opening a couple more doors in the Halloween countdown calendar. So let's get started, shall we? So all the masks that I'm going to share with you today are masks that I have worn out in public, either at conventions or when DJing. Believe you me, DJing in a mask is quite the challenge. It's very hot and sweaty and it makes it hard to see. So let's get to the first mask, shall we? So this first mask that I'm going to share with you is the Joker Death of the Family mask. It comes with this lovely green wig and hairnet as well. And this comes with the Batman Death of the Family Special Edition. Now, the reason that this mask looks the way it does is because Joker has cut off his own face and then stitched his face back onto his face to make an elaborate point about how the Bat family wear masks. You can read all about it in this graphic novel, Joker Death of the Family. It's a fantastic read. I will be covering this in a lot more detail in a future segment that I'm going to be doing, a future regular segment called That's Good Batman. And it's a complicated story, but it's a good one, and I thoroughly recommend it. So let's look at the next mask, shall we? The next mask that I'm going to show you is one that I'm sure you will all recognise because of its massive cultural significance over the last 10 years or so. This is the V for Vendetta mask. I'm sure it will all be familiar to you, a Guy Fawkes mask, if you will. Originally, of course, from the graphic novel V for Vendetta by Alan Moore. It's a fantastic piece of literature. If you've seen the movie but you haven't read the book, go and read the book because it's brilliant and the story is different in some key ways and well worth checking out. Now this mask obviously has huge cultural significance and relation to the hacker group Anonymous, so it's always interesting. You always get interesting reactions whenever you wear this particular mask out, because some people will recognise it from V for Vendetta and some people will just recognise it as being, you know, that hacker mask. So there we go, that is the V for Vendetta mask. This actually also came with this special edition copy of V for Vendetta. So that is 2 masks in a row now that have come with special editions of books. So we're going to return once again to the Clown Prince of Crime, and I'm going to show you this mask, which is of course the iconic bank robbery mask from the Batman film The Dark Knight. Now, I absolutely love this mask. It's an iconic moment in cinema when Joker reveals his face for the first time to the audience. I have a Funko Pop of the Heath Ledger Joker right here. You can actually get a variant of this particular Joker wearing this particular mask, but it's quite expensive, so I don't have it. It's one of the few Joker Funko Pops that I don't own. Now, this mask has an interesting history because it is actually a reference to the television show Batman 1966. Cesar Romero wears a mask just like this in order to disguise himself from Batman and Robin when performing a piece of opera. And you would think, wouldn't you, that when Batman and Robin see a man in a clown mask on stage that they would instantly think it's the Joker, but somehow they are still surprised when he takes this mask off and reveals himself in all his cackling glee. I absolutely love Cesar Romero as the Joker in those early television shows, and if you're a big Batman fan and you haven't seen much of Batman 1966, I recommend you go back and check them out. Yes, they're campy, yes, they're silly, but yes, they are a hell of a lot of fun. The final mask I'm going to share with you today belongs to the Camp Crystal Lake Killer. I'm talking about the one, the only Jason Voorhees, and this is his iconic hockey mask. Of course, I'm sure you all know that in the first movie it was his mother who was the killer, in the second movie Jason wore a bag on his head, and in the third movie Jason took this mask from the prankster Shelley, and it has been his mask ever since. Of course, there are many variations of this particular hockey mask, but I think the iconic classic with the red accents on it really is the one to own. Although I think one day I probably will start collecting more Jason masks. This particular Jason mask has a lot of personal meaning to me because I had it with me when I met Kane Hodder, and it was really quite a special moment, so it was nice to have this mask with me then, and whenever I see this mask on my shelf, it makes me think back to that day. It's time once again to see what we have inside this fantastic countdown calendar. Now, I've opened 9 doors so far. There are still a bunch more doors to open before Halloween, so let's get into it, shall we? We need to open doors number 10 and number 11 today, so let's see what we got. Now, if you haven't seen any of these videos before, if this is your first time watching the channel, then make sure you go back and check out what was behind these other doors. Now let's see what's behind 10 and 11, shall we? Now, just like last time when we did double, I'm going to take them out and do them in order, because that seems like the sensible way of doing things. Go left to right. Alright, so let's get into it, see who we got. So I remembered to keep my trusty knife by my side this time, so it's going to be easier to get into these. You won't have to watch me awkwardly struggle like I did in the last video, which was always fun. Right, who we got? Oh my god! It's Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors! That's badass! Oh man, that's so fucking cool. Okay, so, bit of a history lesson here, or not history lesson, but a bit of history. I love Little Shop of Horrors. It was a film I watched when I was quite young, and it did scare me a little bit, I'll be honest, but it's such a funny movie, and if you've not seen it, it's a fantastic performance from Rick Moranis in this movie as well. It's really campy and silly. If you like Rocky Horror Picture Show, then you will absolutely love Little Shop of Horrors. I think there's definitely some sort of equation that you can pull together there. I think they're both kind of similar movies. So, yeah, let's see what's in the next bag, shall we? Exciting times. I didn't even know there was Little Shop of Horrors in this little blind box thing, so that's exciting. I don't have any Little Shop of Horrors merchandise, so that's awesome. Oh, I'm really happy with that one. That's great. Who else we got? Oh, it's the Nun! It's the Nun from the Conjuring franchise. So, yet more stuff from the Conjuring. We've already had Annabelle. In fact, we had Annabelle just a couple of days ago, in fact, I think. So yeah, I really like the design of the Nun. I admit, I haven't actually seen the Nun, so maybe this will give me the kick up the arse I need to go and finally check it out, because I can't very well own merchandise from a movie that I've never seen. That'd be ridiculous. So thank you so much for watching this video today on masks and a little bit of unboxing as well. And I will be doing my Chucky review video tomorrow, so make sure you check that out tomorrow. I know normally they're on Wednesdays, but I got a busy week, so keep an eye on the channel tomorrow for my review of Chucky episode 3. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next video. Oh hey, you found me at the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around. So this channel is still in its infancy at the moment, but please do like and subscribe for more content, and you should be able to see some other videos floating around me, and also some sort of subscribe orb as well. That should all be floating around my head, so have a click and check out some of the other content on the channel. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.